Hey, what is up, everybody? This is Cam Jennings, aka Zero Fats, coming at you on behalf of EpicConversions.com and the Epic Conversions Insiders Club. I want to welcome you guys to a little something I've been calling Scheming the Year. And it's something that has really helped me over the last couple of years. And when I first started doing it, I found it to be pretty overwhelming, to be honest with you. It took me a few times trying it before I actually was able to get through the whole year. I started over several times. Finally, I was able to get my whole year mapped out. And I want to kind of show you guys kind of what that looks like if you're just starting out and you have goals and you're trying to map out for the year. You see, I really don't plan for years and years into the future. I really don't. Excuse me. I feel like, mapping out for years and years in the future is kind of posturing. You really don't know where this life is going to take you. But I feel like pretty realistically, you can plan out for 1 year in advance. And that's what I try to do with my business, plan out for 1 year in advance. Let me show you guys what I'm talking about, though, to put it in perspective. I'm going to be going to screen capture here. You're going to see a little screen weirdness, and you're going to see this. This is a simple plan for someone who's just starting an online business. Maybe their goal is $120,000 a year, working for themselves completely, 100% independent, and they feel like that amount of money would allow them to more than quit their job and be completely on easy street and feeling good about themselves. So that's the goal, right? Now, the way they decide they're going to do it is they're going to, they're going to launch products. That's one thing they're going to do. They're going to on a membership site. I'll tell you what, why don't we just make it really easy? We're just going to run a membership program. Let's say they're going to run a membership program. This is how they want to make the money. This is how they want to make $120,000 a year. They want to design this membership. They want to put this membership program together, and it's going to be a really cool membership program. And they want it to make $120,000 a year. Okay. Now, in order for the membership program to make $120,000 a year, let's see. Let's say they had a goal of 1,000 members. Well, 120,000 divided by 1,000 members is $120 a member. So 120 times 1,000 equals $120,000. So they'd be making $120,000 a month if they could put 120, or they could put 1,000 people paying $120 a month in that membership. But they don't want to earn $120,000 a month, a year or a month. They just want to earn $120,000 a year, right? So how about this? Like instead of that, let's say $120,000 a year is $10,000 a month. Okay, so that's $10,000 a month, and 10,000 divided by 1,000 equals 10, right? So that means if they could get 1,000 people to pay them $10 a month, then they would be making $120,000 a year, right? So they're going to charge $10 a month for their membership program. And their goal is 1,000 people strong, right? 1,000 people strong. All right. So this is the basic goal, right? They're going to put content in the membership program every month, and they need to get new people in the membership program every single month. Okay, so let's think about this for a second. Now, let's map it out a little bit, because we're going to map out the entire year and we're going to kind of see what it looks like. Okay. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to map it out into 4 quarters, right? Now these are 3-month quarters: January, February, March. Quarter 2 is April, May, June. Quarter 3 is July, August, September. And quarter 4 is October, November, December, respectively. Let's go ahead and close some of these up. We don't want this to look too confusing. We got our quarters broken into months, right? So quarter 1, we have 3 months. Our goal is to put 1,000 people in a membership program at $10 a month. So how does that equal for each quarter? What would our goals be for each quarter? So here's an example. Let's pull this up. 120,000 a year is $30,000 a quarter, right? $30,000 a quarter. The problem with that is $30,000 a quarter and $10,000 a month is not that realistic, because of the simple fact that you're brand new when you're first starting and you don't know how to do things quite as good. Can we all agree that by quarter 4, you're going to be better at it than you were in quarter 1? I think, yeah, we can all agree on that. So you got to give yourself room to grow. You got to put a learning curve on it. So you kind of sway it, right? You kind of put it like this, So this first one, we'll say, well, let's just see if we can make 10K this first quarter, right? And then like here, let's see if we can make 20K the second quarter. Then here, let's see if we can make 35K this third quarter. And then here, let's see if we can make 55K this fourth quarter. Now, could we fail? Absolutely, we could fail. However, we put ourselves on a curve, and we gave ourselves something to work towards. Okay, so 10K a month is our goal for the first quarter. Not 10K a month, 10K for the quarter, I mean. So if we divide that up between the 3 quarters, between the 3 months, 10,000 divided by 3, okay? So we're really trying to make about $3,333. We're just going to round it up to $3,334, right? These are monetary goals we're talking about here. Monetary goals, so that you can see if you're on pace for your financial goals and what you're trying to accomplish. Okay, so that's great. And now we see we could do it again here on quarter 2. We know in quarter 2 we boosted our goal up to 20K, which is twice this. So right, so quarter 2, we're going to take these goals and we're going to double them, right? And we're not going to go ahead and go through each of those. We see that we have a financial goal to make $3,334. Okay, so what does that equal for our first goal for January? So we take 3,334 and we divide that by 10. We get 333 people a month on average. About 333 people we need to try to put in this membership site on the first month, right? So another goal, 33 and program, right? And it will be the same for February and the same for March, 333, 333, 333. And what you can do if you want, you can take these 3 months and you can actually put them on a slant as well. And you can give yourself a learning curve and you can say, well, let me just try to put, 100 people on the first month in there. And then I'll bump it up a little bit and I'll bump it up a little bit more. And we'll see how that goes. Now, what I want you guys to understand is there's a very good chance you're not going to meet your goals in the very beginning. Okay. You're just not. Now, what you have to understand is this gives you something to work towards, and it gives you an idea of where you're at. If you see that you had a goal of 333 people in this first month and you only put 120 people in there, you know where you're at now. You can see by looking at your chart that you are not on pace to make $120,000 a year in this first year. And there's a power in knowing where you're at and where you're trying to get to, okay? I want to take this a little bit deeper, okay? See, each one of these months breaks into weeks, 4-week periods. So with the week periods, and then each one of these weeks breaks into 7-day periods. So each day, you'll be giving yourself something to do to work towards your weekly goal, to work towards your monthly goal. Does that make sense? You're going to be giving yourself daily do tasks to work towards your weekly goal, which is going to work towards your monthly goal. Okay? Now, our monthly goal is 333 people in the program, you know, $3,334 a month. Okay? This is our monetary goal. When we think about getting those numbers, they might seem a little bit daunting. So what you have to do is you have to understand that when you get down to the weekly goals and when you get down to the daily goals, they're not going to be focused as much. You can have the monetary goals in there, but you're really focused more on what your actionable tasks are. What are you doing to accomplish those goals this week? So, you know, let's say to do this membership program, you want to put out, let's say you want to, sorry guys, I'm trying to make this to where it's not really weird looking. Let's say you want to put out, you know, so you want to put out 5 new pieces of content a month. I'll say 4 new pieces of content a month, right? One a week. Let's say you're going to do 1 new piece of content a week for your membership site. All right, so that's cool. Now what? Well, what we need, man, is what we really need to do is we need a way to put people in there. So we need a sales page, right, for this membership program. We need it, man. Man, we need a traffic. Man, we need let's not mechanism. Let's say traffic source. Probably multiple, right? So I think for traffic, a good idea. Let's say you decide I'm going to build an email list because that's the best kind of traffic, right? And then also I'm going to build an audience on YouTube because that'll be really good audience building strategy. So that's good. You got a traffic driving mechanism. You get a good sales page in place. And now what, right? So now week 1 is really about goals, right? So get an auto responder in place. Get a YouTube channel set up. 3. Set up autoresponder sequence. And these are just goals for week 1, right? Sequence, set up autoresponder sequence for email list, promoting membership program, or set up YouTube channel. 5, come up with video ideas for channel 6, start publishing on YouTube, right? So there's some week 1 goals for us, right? We got 6 goals for week 1. We got a lot to do. So we'll take these 6 goals, we'll divide them up into these days, right? Now, what you do is, ideally, you guys, you want to take at least one day off to just kind of evaluate how the week went and just kind of see where you're at, and see where you're at going into week 2 and what you need to get done to accomplish some of your goals. Now, I can tell you this strategy right here is a good, solid strategy, but it's not enough. It's not enough to make you $3,334 and put 333 people in your membership program on month 1. It's not. It's just not. That's not enough. So ideally, you want another traffic source to build that list a little bit more as well. Okay. Maybe we'll say solo ads, right? Or maybe we'll say product launching. It's a few different ways you could take it. There's a few different ways you could take it, but ultimately you want to be building your list with this strategy, and you want to make sure you're promoting your membership site. I think another good idea up here, when we talk about this, another good idea for right here would be like cheap limited trial. 9 for 7 days, something like that, to pull people in a little bit better. And I think that would be good. So you map your whole year out like this, So day 1, I say, okay, day 1, what I want to do is I want to get auto responder and create list for membership program, and create autoresponder sequence for membership program, 7-day sequence. All right, so maybe that's what I want to do on day 1. I'm just going to focus on autoresponder stuff. Then maybe on day 2, we're going to get YouTube channel created. We're going to go ahead and we're going to come up with 50 video ideas. And we're going to record. You know what? That's it for day 2. Let's leave that. Get a YouTube channel created. Come up with day 3. We're going to day 3. We're going to go ahead and publish. We're going to go ahead and record 5 videos. Publish 1 to channel. Be sure I am pushing people at list, right? And what I mean by that is, in your videos that you publish, make sure you're talking about, signing up for the email list, right? Now, to do that, you're probably going to need to create something for free. So we're going to put over here, create simple lead magnet. So hit lead magnet, and honestly, this should really be up here on day 1. Create the lead magnet, and then start into some of this other stuff. It doesn't matter, guys. You see what's happening here. I'm mapping it out for the week, and I'm kind of planning things out for the week. And guys, these monetary goals And like you could have monetary goals here. You can have list building goals, and they kind of work the same way. And I understand this can all kind of start to get a little bit overwhelming. But the more you do it, the easier it gets. And it's really good to break this stuff down, because what it does is it really lets you see what your goals are and what they look like on paper and how close you are to achieving them. And it lets you know where you stand. You know, kind of lets you know what it takes to get to where you want to get to. Because if I just say like, hey, I want to make $120,000 a year working for myself completely independently, that doesn't seem like that hard. When I start breaking it down month by month and I see what it's going to take to make it happen, you know, and I see, wow, this is a lot of work. I don't want to do all these YouTube videos and stuff. Okay, well, I need to reevaluate my strategy then. Like if I don't want to do all that YouTube video crap, maybe I just take, man, let's get rid of this YouTube thing. I don't want to do that. Let's, you know what? I don't want to do product launch. Let's just say solo ads. Let's build an email list with solo ads and see how that goes. So then that way I don't have to do all this other crazy stuff. You know, I can just skip this whole YouTube thing, and I can just focus straight up on building a list and stuff like that. And I'll just go, and I'll go on day 2, I'll do this, and day 3, I'll do this. And you know, what you do is going to depend on your strategy. What you want to do, let's say you follow through with this strategy and you put a bunch of people on an email list, and you know, you're coming up short. You only got 120 people, like I said, on, you know, in your program for January. You know, well, in that case, you know, what you might want to do is you want to adjust your strategy a little bit. You might think, okay, I didn't get enough people in there. What else can I do? I need to put more people on my email list, or I need to convert more of those people into paying members, you know, one or the other, you know. And this is kind of how we do it, you guys. We strategize the whole year in advance so we can see that we're starting to meet our monetary goals. Because if we don't do stuff like this, there's a very good chance you'll go for years and years and years and not meet your monetary goals. And that's just the way it is. So this is very, very helpful. I'm using something called MindMup right here to do this. You don't have to do it. You can. The first time I started doing this, I was doing it on paper. You can do it on paper. You can do it on MindMup here. It's free. You can, you know, you can do it in your own mind map software. You can do it on an Excel document. You can do it however you want to do it. But it's very good to do it. I guess that's what I'm trying to tell you. So I call this scheming the year, and this is extremely helpful. I'll do it not just for financial goals. I'll do it for also for just like list building goals. I'll do it for, you know, membership goals. Last year I did it for product launching. I mapped out every single product I was going to launch for the year, what they looked like, what they were going to be about, just, you know, a sentence or two, mapping out what they were going to be. Did I make adjustments throughout the year? Yeah, I did. I made adjustments. But, you know, for the most part, I stayed on my schedule and I ran with it, and it worked out really well. So this is something that can work for you guys too. I highly recommend you do it, and I hope this helps. So that's it, guys. I just wanted to kind of show you a little bit of a kind of strategy for scheming the whole year. And the reason I wanted to show it to you because we're right here at the end of the year, and 2018 is upon us. And I know a lot of you guys got goals you're trying to reach in 2018. And this strategy, like scheming the year, is something that has really, really helped me reach my goals. And I know it'll help you as well. Good luck, you guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace, everybody.